gentlemen, it is your boy Chad once again with another video, man. And in this video, I just kind of want to talk about like where are we going? Where is America going? Where is the world going? I mean, I know where it's going. Like, we already in the end times. Let me take this down because it keeps making too much noise. Like, we're in the end times, but I mean, like, inflation's dumb high, and the Fed today, you know, raised rates because who would have the rates still low? The Feds raised rates, which I think they did it by 75 basis points, which I keep saying, I've been saying for months, I just wish they would just tank it, just throw us into a recession or a depression, call it a recession or depression, and we'd be done with it. Just raise it by 1 basis point and we're done. But it's like they keep trying to do these small corrections, and then they say, oh, it's not correcting it enough, and then they do it again, they do it again, they do it again, and it's like, bro, like, the American people have to be tired of this. Like, at this point, even for midterms, people have to be tired of this. Like, they have to be voting for their, like, with their wallet. Like, if I was to go to the polls, which I've already voted, but if I were to go to the polls and vote, the last thing I would do is say, I'm gonna vote about, you know, racism, or I'm gonna vote about Elon Musk taking over Twitter and I'm mad. Like, I'm gonna vote because groceries are high, gas is high, rent is high. Like, my dollar's not worth anything. Like I said before, people's salaries have gone up. Okay, it's basically like this, right? All right, for you to eat a hamburger, it used to cost $6, right? So for every $6, you could eat 1 hamburger. Now they say, we've raised your salary. You know, now your salary is $12. Well, now it costs $12 for the same 1 burger. So the dollar's worth less. And the stock market is tanking. You know, I keep investing, you know, at the low. Like, when you're looking at your, like, trading apps, right? If you look, they have an area that says 52-week low. You know how many weeks 52 weeks is? 365 days. That's a whole year. I just saw today where Google stock has hit a 52-week low of $86, 84, 83. And I'm like, yo, I want to buy it. But then I'm like, where's the bottom? Like, where's the bottom to Google? Like, it's just going to keep tanking, in all honesty. It's just going to keep tanking. And I want to buy it now, but it's like, if it keeps dropping, I'll buy it then. Because it's just going to keep tanking. And, you know, eventually we can buy the bottom. And then, you know, when stuff corrects itself, it goes back up. But, like, they did a 0.75 basis points this month, November. And they're set to do another 0.5 or 0.75 basis points for December. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm at a loss. You know, a part of me is like, yo, my money's not worth anything. I can't do anything. You know, what's the point of buying stuff? But you have to buy stuff. You have to have a roof over your head. You have to have food, basic necessities. And then another part of me is just like, God's going to provide it all for me. I just trust that he'll get me through it. Because, like, before I used to work at Apple, like I've told you guys before. And, you know, I was working part-time. I was making me, you know, not even worth much money, and stuff wasn't even as bad as it is right now. You know, on the surface it looks like, oh, things are getting better, but it's like, no, things are not getting better. They're getting worse. Stuff is getting, your dollar's becoming worth less and less. And then, you know, God came through. He blessed me with my new job, making a whole bunch more, and it's just like, I'm highly grateful. So I just looked at him like, he's gonna get me through this. He's gonna take care of me, because the way things are looking, it's getting real rough out here. And yeah, man, I'm just like, where is this all going? And I'm past the point of believing this is all just coincidence. Because like I said, or they did this on accident. This isn't on accident, bro. You know, I think, what is it? The House, the Senate, and the White House are all ran by Democrats. Now, I'm not trying to make this political. I'm just trying to state what it is. Like, if I look outside, grass is green, trees are green, the sky is blue. Everything right now is being run by Democrats. Crime is high. Excuse me. Inflation's high. Gas is high. Groceries are high. The dollar's not worth anything. cities are having issues. I mean, it's just like, I could just name issues and it'll just sound like I'm complaining because it's just so many issues. And they say they're working on it, they're trying to get some stuff done, and it's like, it's just getting worse. What I feel like they're truly doing, and if you're in the know or you feel the same way, leave a comment down below. But I honestly think that Joe Biden is a bad president. All the Democrats are bad, policy makers and all of that. And I think what they're doing, they're not helping out inflation, they're making it worse. But I think what they're doing, even the Inflation Reduction Act, he says the Inflation Reduction Act is going to reduce inflation. It's not doing that. It's just making it worse. It's not reducing any inflation. But what I think they're trying to do is, the Democrats already know Joe Biden is done. He will never win presidency again. He's probably going to be going down in history as the worst president. Democratic cities are horrible. They cannot fix the problem because they don't have any solutions besides racism and white supremacy and all this woke progressive policy making type of stuff. They don't actually have any solutions. So what they're going to do is destroy everything, or get everything close to the point of destruction, or as you call the New World Order. And by the time the new presidency comes up, which Democrats will not have anything after midterms, it's going to be a red wave. It's going to be Republicans for midterms. It's going to be a Republican president next. And what they're going to do is destroy everything to where when the Republican president gets in there, the whole thing just collapses because they built it up. Like, they're doing it strategically, but it's looking like they don't know what they're doing. No, I'm past that. They know what they're doing, but they already know we've lost. People don't have any faith in us. Elon's buying Twitter, where we wanted control over social medias. We don't have much of that. We wanted to control the media, like the news networks, independent journalism, people on YouTube like me, Tim Pool, and other people, Black Conservative Perspective. Everybody's covering the news now. We don't have control over that. We don't have control over people's money. We don't have control over the way people think. We're trying to control how people think, but we don't have control over how people think because God's waking people up. People are getting woke out of that sleep, and they're fighting through that spiritual warfare, and they're actually waking up. Some people aren't, but some people are. And so they're just like, what, at this point, we're just going to destroy everything we can until the point of collapse. And once we leave and we finish lining up the pockets of our friends, and this is what the elites are saying, of our friends, our political opponents, our families, all these higher elites, after we're done lining our pockets and destroying the middle class and poor people's money, or just everybody else that's not an elite, when Democrats leave office, when we lose and there's a red wave, and everything then should just collapse on the Republicans or the conservatives, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll blame them for what we really done. So what's happening here is everything's being destroyed, and they're telling you, no, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your ears. What you heard is not what you heard. Don't think that way, don't think that way, think the way we tell you to think. So you act like it's not really an issue, and then once everything collapses, they're gonna blame the other person and say, yeah, it was happening all along. We didn't know, but they made it happen. And it's like, no, they're destroying everything, dog. They're destroying freedoms, they're destroying your rights, they're destroying the foundation of what we were built on. And it's just like, where are we headed? Like I said, we're in the end times. I know we're headed to Jesus returning. But in the meantime, for there, you got to survive. Like I said, God's going to provide a way for his people. And it may be rough. You may have trials and tribulations. But God's going to get us through it. But still, where are we headed? I'm genuinely lost. Where are we headed? The government's working with social medias, like I said. They're coming out with these Inflation Reduction Acts that doesn't reduce anything. They're saying we got to tackle inflation. We're going to raise the Fed rate hikes, but then they're not calling stuff a recession, what was previously called a recession. It's just I'm confused. What's really going on? Can somebody help? Can somebody explain what this is besides purposeful manipulation, controlled chaos, and destruction for the New World Order, the liberal economic world order? Like, that's all I can see, man. But anyways, I just thought I could just voice my opinion here, because I'm just like, I'm looking at the stock market and I'm like, bro, stuff is hitting 52-week lows. You know, I'm thinking there's gonna be a reversal, but I know they're going towards cashless, and it's just like, what are we doing? Like, does no one else see this stuff? Am I the only one? I mean, you guys see it, but like, does no one else in the world see what's happening? They're still gonna vote for the same people who are destroying us. Like, does voting even matter? Does anything truly even matter anymore? Does getting a better job to pay more matter if the inflation is just gonna reduce that? Like, anyway, man, leave your comments down below on what you guys think. I'm not trying to complain. I'm just trying to bring awareness. Like, people have got to wake up. I've been woken up a long time ago, but it's like, at some point, it's like you can't keep preaching to people, hey, wake up. Like, God is going to have to just wake you up. You're going to have to just humble yourself and allow him to wake you up and see what's happening around you. Or just do like the dude did in The Matrix. Just say, hey, I know this steak isn't real, but I'm going to imagine it is. Just make me rich. Just make me ignorant. And ignorance is bliss. And I'll go on about my merry way. And hey, so be it. Do what you got to do. But yeah, leave a comment down below on what you guys think. And as always, it's been your boy Chad, and I'm out. Peace.